If you're a pop. You're the walleyes. Bring the wall.
Can you just move this up a little bit so I can hear them a little bit more? Awesome.
Alright. We are gonna move to regular session in this afternoon, council meeting, since 4 o'clock. And we discussed item 4A. Let me go back to the agenda, which you, if you got the agenda on the way in, you want to council this evening, not discussing item 11 and 12, which will table as part of the agenda approval. So we're just going to be discussing it all the evening. So council did not take any action on the item 4A land discussion. Council did take action on 4B to appoint a Boys and Girls Club Safety Committee and Albany. And council took action to reappoint David Feast, whose term ends in January, to the Business Development Corporation. That corporation also still has one opening for a full-time permanent member and 2 alternates. So please be heard from who have knowledge and skills to provide to those if we consider. Well, that's everything for the action from executive session. Don't need to see my notes. We will move to item 8 on the agenda, community comments. If anybody would like to speak to the council, you're welcome to come to my microphone. You can just push the button on the right, and we don't have a time limit on the community comment like maybe state statute, but I don't still, since it's not an agenda item, just want you need to be aware that council may not have answers or be able to engage tonight, but it's willing to listen. And if it is a personnel matter or anything like that, I will end the discussion. But if you have personnel, you want to seek council executive session, you can make that request. But we and we have a council member. And we apologize for them prior. Serious. I'm stuck in fireplace. If I could travel community member. I tried to reach out to the EMS service director, Diane Erickson, and also tried to reach out to the trouble chairman and the central in the last meeting. Diane did address some of the concerns they have, but I feel public. So there are a couple of topics of concern regarding like agreements. And they are no longer getting mutual aid for more advanced life services, support services from National Fire Department. The possibility of no longer having a medical director and these all the employment. So it's the recent I got public announcement that, somebody posted on Facebook about Action Player not providing, assistance to our club. This is becoming for some time, Action Player program is a business that provides utility and advanced life services to Baker County. All EMS services in Baker County have signed agreements to provide coverage for each other or mutual aid. Redcliffe has not signed either of these agreements as far as we all know. Action to acquire partners at the end of business, they need to make money before service going. When they respond to calls for other communities, they need people to make sure to cover our own city as the residents are taxpayers for that service area. When they always respond, you know, there have been times when they couldn't send anyone for ALS from staffing, but they do the job when they can cover. All of the EMS services also need to make sure to cover their city before they even provide services for the municipality. Not having these services affects the services that the agency can provide to the residents of the Redcliffe County. About ambulance, that basically is not provide. After action, the next closest advanced life service is provided by the people. This past week, there was a call that could not be filled by 6 of the agencies involved in the Baker County. Luckily, the Redcliffe Fire Department was staged out by PG for purposes that the elder could be moved to their car to transport. Redcliffe has many calls where other agencies, when they have staffing, have other calls in Redcliffe. Many people in my role know how hard it is how hard it has been to have enough EMS crew members to cover the schedule. Baker County did a research study of countywide EMS due to growing concerns. But it is not a problem unique to Baker County or even Wisconsin. All ambulance services are facing reduced staffing. Redcliffe had a very large group of EMS providers that needed down dramatically starting in 2020. Management issues and increased colors are a large part of why there are very few providers left on the service. I looked at in 2023 because I did not want my name thrown in blood. I also did not want to risk losing my name to license that I earned, or even having a second job due to action of my grade social. And unfortunately, it almost had an impact on my everyday. Okay, the second concern I have is that Redcliffe needs medical director who is not named. In order to have the service, we need to have a license. I was working with someone from the legal action, the investment of the regards to including context to make kind of responding quotes to the letter they sent out. I directed them to Diane in the community, and at this time, I did not know if she had responded to the letter or if she received the letter that was sent. According to DHS 110.49, medical director needs to be trained out in order to be the medical director for EMS services. They're not just paying them to the They are liable for the oversight of every PhD and EMR on the service. It is still a process to be a medical director if Redcliffe had to get a new one. This would be a significant loss for our community if our EMS service do not have a medical director. There are many other thoughts I have about EMS, but these concerns are strong that I'm going to be. With all that being said, I hope that the council takes this seriously. Or looks into what is going on with EMS and that the institutions that are helping service bullying. We have to have a community connection in all the other areas regardless, including our, and it's not just about it's absolutely universal.
I saw them message on Facebook when they were reaching out for some of them on office. So appreciate what it's.
there anyone else that would like to provide a community comment this evening? Would you be okay? You want to provide community comment? No, that's not right. There's one time that they asked about me tonight. Was the eight, so I think it. So. Now she's sitting by the trade or everything. Yeah, you hear me? Can you hear me? So. I actually don't even know. What start with the. But we know. You know, I already know that I it's very. Really. Maybe down for people. I'm gonna go. Anybody? And this. I see you. And I'm not going to get the chance to one thing piece. So we about one thing that I did for and using that more forget every 25 individual cases of time. A single component. Here's the outcome that I think you're understand. And I came down here today because it wasn't the original solid. But they came up they information to here. Actually asked me to email law, and then I didn't break it up not like they put into a simple into the email. The part of the I will send the data. Let's see, the way that I have. Anyway, check.
But I help you.
Yesterday, actually just did the, so, I'm trying to like, how to get people talk about patient, really, information open, the best things we're going to have. It is full of them. I don't see things that try to make down. So the promising area of the city, right here, right in our way there. I mean, the city about for over 2 years. When he came and asked me, he did a good job of being a and you asked me. And actually, but unfortunately. And so, again, I tried to figure out why did Harvard, why is that, why is it hard, why is it hard? Then I was just talking to yesterday, and I keep on. He's no. Oh, I'm saying. Great. So, in the tears, so what's the part not to stop on, right? And he goes, what? You know, in your bedroom, for the first time, last night. I'll do that on the hearing and something, yes. But I say, and next door. And when I sat in to why am I struggling? Because we have 15 minutes. Then we have much time. And actually myself, I don't want to work in health. I want to be like pushing myself and pushing myself about. I'm learning to keep training that myself and look at that in order to understand the memory. And so over the past 2 years, talking to me. Every single time. The problem I felt some of my heart. I was taught that when you do this, and not every time, that you should not be ashamed, nor should you like worry about asking for something. Ask for something or please don't ask for something. And so I learned that to get myself, it may open the door for myself to either see what's possible or to trust what the come, or to understand the impact of the lives of the people. Or the sovereign thing that and so and we can't just ask the button because it's and then it's not. And really fortunately, that's the foundation, right? Like everything only down. And you can say, well, it's not I didn't expect, but you can say, you know, there's a reason for it. Obviously not good enough. Things are coming from, they not how intentional people under this is about that. And it's hard, right? How do we build that structural change that people like that? Right? And everything else that about it, because of what to do. I'm sorry, that. I'm not sure everyone what is it I have to take you out of now and that's it's actually not hard. They're very and they usually don't dare to ask about answer about it. They may be and so all the time to think on that one thing. And feel like the actual answer to that thing is trying to blend it up with and trying to be with all of the power, the fire. What I'm trying to do. I did never mind. Never understood something. Walked. Because I can't go. And then I got and realized that all of it was an area of control. Taking me out and they're trying they always fall from here. It's just not. That we wanted to say, because I want him to I want not comfortable to the top. I'm sitting there, I'm not there, I'm not doing it. Not here, I'm not thinking. The embodiment of what everyone is here in this line is what we used to be about. How we revolutionary, right? We get help when we do this. And seeing it in the world, all the things, all of the other about you. What was it on the beginning of the see it Please state yourself out to be on that time. I don't care if it's longer than I don't care if I should be pleased, not like later. I don't care about. I don't care about. I don't care. And I don't have to. My entire needs have been not on this. So look me on the eye. I know. And I don't know. I feel more than personal. I love it. Getting that amount of world, something, like me. I don't know. I would hear some of the people in reason to think, right? Just from the boy, not there. You know, I'm not always now. Every single thing that we whatever's going on, even though microphone, hear every syllable I'm saying. My voice will betray every underlying. You will see the talent. And using everything. I can walk in what I'm not saying. Understand from very detailed. And I can do that. Thank you for saying that. And they were it's a long time. Did that. And we got married. And recently, the rest of the world. And what happened, not for one, but that everything else gets to be also feeling looking awesome. So, yeah, the fear is only. And fortunately, on 5-4, my voice will not figure. So, it's better than on how it didn't stop myself and think, oh, because it's not because I was. And when you walk away, dollar, and then the whole thing, I don't know, right? Oh, and there's very people that want to say that even that. Who out of the truth? Again, it's a strength. It's so I overestimate. And then we know that hurt, they just hurt, they have to really hurt. And I have my life to be the beginning. I always like to two things that will be shared with them. The beginning of the field. So, we can talk very little. So many of them. And I'm sorry that I walked into those. The first part of last week, you came home, and I told you to turn it down. And I told sorry. We said, well, there was a man showed up. Oh, you get some big things like that. And it wasn't so, they walked by. 914. I go, "Oh, I don't, I can read it. It's not like memory. Right? There's so many people in this community that like, you don't have to remember what kind of she's talking about, right? She does it, right? And there's so many people who are like, you know, as the building structure, the places, whatever, right? Like the human part of this, the person, the human stated what all that actually is actually. I think that would not be on the down the bottom. And the underlying something of what that little girl who clearly registered in the herself. The reason why we were in it. Every single thing. Oh, wow. And so the goal is to they let me finish saying this. We did. And hope that you I will teach frustration and the I'm going to go down. And if you can walk off with it, I don't get it. I just need to. So, I sat and contemplated. I didn't really think of it, rather than to probably. And vividly into the investment. Yeah, I just sat there. I just, I was just there. Oh, and it can go to bed on something hard. It can actually. And I'm able to. I work with I get the stuff. They use other cases work with them, the same, you know. And I asked them to help me out in a way, hey, I need you to ask the attorney because I'm functioning, you know. And they got to get this accomplished, so I or just figuring out things okay, just yeah, the father would be able to about this, right? I was up in the so I don't know. I thought that I know, and but also, you know, all the time.
I'm not sure, I'm not. So the map, I'm like, oh, really? How is this? So what we did to show them. That, just to clear about it, and that, read about it, if you come up, we don't stand down, way too big, control board, I'm not, so, we can have a little, show off and show. Good. I'm sorry, I didn't. Thank you, right? It's fun to figure out. Maybe check it out, I know. I feel like. Over there, in any leadership position, being working, following our flow with them, being the best for working, not with the procedure, not the use happen. We put in the system. So then. It's like the whole. And sometimes I prefer to snowboard. And that led me to stop. And I'm putting that out there to tell them all, so I'm sorry, the only. Your speech, your everything that the body control should be. For the structure of the things that have been created. That's not the way. And in fact, you all inverting. Oh, the none of it is not the beautiful. You are, you find it. One out of taking away every single person that I showed up here. So I can miss every person. You love. You hurt people who I'm beautiful. You raise a handful of contract. We're low 20 to 30,000. Oh, no, but it's I never even told you. Never even know. But I never see you was in the teacher person, the decision and take the proper rate. Send it into the person. But instead of understanding, the issue that you don't want the whole and not a range in a municipal amount of activity control. A comfort, a child, wow, that's a teaching. Wow, right? Unfortunately, for all of us, very, quite fortunately, right? But that's over mining, I can go now, one over fire. That is in a situation and asking themselves, I'm just there and look at me, right? And they're like, because they told me to have me so long. You just walk. Wow. Very much walk here. So much higher. I get it. And yeah. I would. It's not going to be that. So. Hold on a secret. I tell you, I never really did that about it. Right? Like, we all know. Draw. Oh, you even understand what she's doing. To figure out that my sentence. Start with bird. Wow. I know the decision. You know what? Right? Not happy? Good. But all the things we follow people because of the you need to do one faster. In order to move you all over the because of that, I get to seriously consider. I can't because of is exactly the DV. I just go there and not have a cost on me for really dollars and transferring my money out of my account that I run for him. It should be something to tell. I don't know. Children are going to feel about. And I'm sort of you didn't notice it, you can't, right? When I read it, this helped me in the work. So they get his contract last year in January for $15,000 and is now working sometime on a voluntary basis and is considering doing this work. Because the decision all have been, whether they are going to reading it, responding to it, or whether it's the genuinely circumstances that was the number. And finally, figure out contract. And so, something she was done. Because they asked about the reading. Like she is the mom, she is the key component to the background services that were provided. No, I have everything that I qualify, that I apply to, that I want. What? I think, okay. You know what I'm going to do? I mean, shut up. To not qualify for it's done. I have children that were in the last 3 months. And so they when he gave on him and he just got to make it to the go to their dad. Because we know he can manage for a week by eating one meal a day. And then should be able to go grocery shopping in order to buy enough food for the kids, right? We're not being zero, but I'm going to be honest about it now because I'm not ashamed, baby. I have to be in it, right? I have a great job. Literal. I'm the boss who gave me to get it. Because 3 years ago, she said, I don't know. As I read her, right? She got something to say to me. And I could sit here and put it down the field. I've been doing stuff crazy. And in all reality, look at it. And maybe we can try, right? You know, we'll eat. And the grandmother changed the box. And that's what we had to do. And the second, to recommend. We had what to get to the break and I thought. And that poor kid is like, I have to go. Thousands of energy. When I think home, when I'm very young, gone, done, that I don't. Yeah, you know, you can think of that, but the number that's the thing. No, for sure, in the bus, for giving people. Gee, yeah, first, almost. Even not participating that we got, because we all know what I saw, I was like, about TV, right? But I got in there and I read that. That's not my boy. They just thought that. These are people who every year on that mix, and they don't feel doing the big old house, instead they keep it like, you know, okay. And with them, you I love that. I love it. And literally you'll be like, oh, don't watch. You know, right? Because I will walk into people get in a situation and have them. And that gives me powers and strength because when I walk in and I show up, of course, I'm going to be like, oh. And I love that. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. Just because I'm right. And the other piece is how I really reflected on, you know, it's truly letting myself believe she is every one of those 2,500 just be, you know, 75 in school. I can create an eager, deeply, and know that they understand. I can feel sorry and know that it's not as I like, oh, I can see and what our creation is going on. People to remind you. And that is against every dedicated effort and initiative to pull us from that. And I do apologize because yes, I have all this things that I could be really helpful, right? But however, the fact that I was also doing was the ability to see evidence of the body, pictures, pull them together, understand the technology behind them, give you to translate it into English, told different, and then fundamentally down. I can have $20,000 of money, rich money, and like for you guys, like you. And I understand that if I don't understand, I know it's going to make it. This is being right. I know so many. Wow. Yeah. even if that's how it was treated. Someone was trying to do. Because I know it's fundamentally in my code that's what I do not pursue and hurt that a human being will walk into my life and hurt me on the purpose. Because underneath every single held down onto the hate, fear, and pain lies a human being best people people. I can manage 25 o'clock, writing 89 times, and the 25 o'clock that every 25 wonderful children have earned in their life. And if you take that and spin it around and I can teach them to learn the world. The story of humanity in America. You ever try to do that to the continent, y'all? I can take that and I can walk over into a workshop. I can come there and say, I can really round of it. I listen. And she, I thought, Lord, I never got many people to see. I have knowledge method. And lost. And it's staring genocide and people in the face. And every single. Remember a long time ago, usually something, a long time ago, my brain looked at it and said, oh man, I'm going to go. Because I feared it. It came to me, one of which was trying to position it. And she slightly heard it from the I talk too much, some around me. And in every other born for any other human, so great a fruit, they can become to involved in that. And I heard, it's a dream, it's true. Fine, right? Because the thing that was hard about it is not anything, because I'm too much. That every day I show up and I worry, I'm too big and not about the house and different. But that isn't good. Good first. Fundamentally, is that because of who I am, who I'm meant for, helping to try and be a person. Yeah, realize that it's not about being kind and loving people that can't stop the world, right? You'll never stop the world. Right? Please see that. Look at something and don't just say to themselves, you know, that possibly could come from. And today I'm going to decide what I'm going to say, right? I'm going to be an emotional baby. I'm going to take it home. I am going to say words. I will not tell you. It's not trail. So people not and it's wow. But I can guarantee you that I don't have a picture. I don't have my own run to every door of conflict that I have really not. If not, I am helpless to I'm sure the people behind you, all of my people, anyone who's in and people, and I say I hate you, and I really know you can tell me. She wanted she told me Because it's not about the. It's about. The value given to the network, to the. Whenever you do it. In many people, I'm just about to be teaching. And stop and fix it out, and force introduction, and she and I get on top, and the best, and the background. We got people trying to help people. I got some so ridiculous. And he forgot me. Exactly. And the video was like, what's gonna happen? Wait, and how much was it? The three of us sat waiting. And they're like, well, when we're there, and my girls were doing couple, they walked in and be a chat. And I was, oh, that's a really good idea, because we all, there's no way to that. And then we go to doing what we feel like doing. You're either secretary treasurer, it's not your own. I actually did that. Right? And then what do you do? I don't know. What's that fight club there? Like, you kind of like, are next to the person in the car, but you don't have to do it, and it doesn't work out. How do you feel about it? Maybe not. Yeah, you see that. Okay, he did that, or like, don't know if knowledgeable, right? That's how we saw you. That's how we saw you. He's not helping. Please. Maybe some of the bidding not do it. Don't start to sign. Because you think that both. But it would feel. You want to call some to go. You want to talk about other achieve. I would have tried, man. We didn't know the plan. Figure out what to and well, who I know my God, responsibility. I can't help but fall back on feeding the knowledge that I know. This I am. Get to. I was just thinking, just. I'm just in the station to be able to walk into the down the back of the top to the relative go. That a long moment needs the function of the world. He said, this is understood. And these one are not of the chicken today. I am of the chicken home because I am the chicken work. But the responsibility of a woman is to use their voice to be loud enough for the rest of the chieftain men who are also birds and speak loudly. My voice will be left here on the earth. I'm I'm going to say it in the position. I wasn't there to do nothing, the job, there, and we're looking for that face and go, you know what? And one thing that is true for anything up on the first is I might be the only human being to say that. And I can say it right now, I'm not going to I'm sweet and those fundamentally do that work. And I can say that with all the anger, the hatred, frustration, comfort, and she was fundamentally. I can say that. I love you. Right? And so I will sit here and use this opportunity to say the things that you see and you listen. I don't need. I don't need. My responsibility is to walk into it and make a mistake. Other people may be taking out of opportunity, kind of exposure, expansion. You see to say no, 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 we will not. No, we cannot. I can walk into it and I can tell you that even though my 8-year-old daughter last night sat there in the middle, I didn't get the chance. It's too cold. In the basement, which room, I was told about the construction material. Thing that I had done to make food in the back of running water and running for my children. And I don't qualify for the application that will allow to ask you for help. My little girl. That's it. If you're not, she did have to die. You're the hospital. That man for the 1 week, getting those children from us, not us, I brought them home for you. They love me. It's what I do. Sure. This is good. One week. He's up. Many children wake up every morning and then the buckets in a warm spot today, guys. And I am not ashamed of that. From my people, little funny, my children, people, yes, already on me. When he told my class to turn, when he told me that I was crazy, he had tried to talk. But me, teacher didn't know. Everyone, in that moment, everything. And so I told Adam, what happened to the decision of what I know. And every single one, I believe, underline, regardless of whether they look at still get back, how I'm saying. Clearly, they didn't know that. Finally, she, because the only person when that happened, the only person thing had to do. When she was at a task force meeting and a tribal council member of the Curran community, one of her she sees the that a man who are out more than that. Was leading me to like a woman, and I saw the fact that the night of the funeral, I was sitting in my uncle's room, taking my medicine, and I was like, oh, looking like, you know, one minute, you know, 1 minute. That year, so we could get, and you can do that, you know, they said, they didn't go into the cycle, but they're not going to be. It's a hard thing. It's a hard thing. It's not going to be. It's a long. Everything is wrong. So this is I see it. Because I don't ever anything. Because I don't ever feel like it. But always just always been. I didn't research it. I didn't know. I don't know where it participation. It's because I read from. I they should not have participated. And the biggest one, that is but also everything that he did and he came down and did the damn work. Everyone else is supposed to do. Even now, Nicole did who looked at everything that's happening. Just one question, she didn't talk to me now. She didn't. You know, living at the night, all of it. And she said, hey, I think she's coming. That's giving me the hope. No. Because she does this so fundamentally that I get to say those right and tell her embarrassing her kids' stories and be here in this place. Because I look at her like a person. That's because she was going to need to be a person. Because we didn't know before. And I am not even really convinced that any of that is for us. Because we know that we can. I don't even have to speak about what she's done. And I know it's not her, it's the kid. But the job, as a police man, or a kid, with everything. And I can say that loud can be 41. So, huh? They all have loud, made it that point. And what do a bit? I came home, and I asked the man, I thought I had that fire. I was like, oh, stop. If you're going to leave, you want to get it. But I know, I yes, and we're not, and we're right? You can do something, right? One has been stopped by me for a year and a half, 2 years now. One speaking. This can be Because I've always been trying to come up with engineering. Then, and we got full background, literally the grieving process of making sure that I still got my best friends. That it wasn't gonna walk in there, I was terrified and what was the thing, was really. I'm gonna say, no. And just without me, they didn't think about it. Because what I need is, I need Kyle to be able to walk it to my door when there are abandoned buildings on my property. And not have to say, I'm sorry, to you, because. That's a good. It's like he laminated and just done his job. Don't know how hard it's going to be. He did it. I need time. I need. And we, I can fix it all. I keep on here and I get honest and say, no, I can't. But see, I don't know what to do. And really exhausted and damn avenue I have that is allowable within your policy and your region that will let you help me with your tribal. I can qualify for the information. Again, bravo. So, I don't know. I can't even go to bed. Right? I want to literally don't even have it's not even battles. But the same thing, I'm so much to get along and not have to ask my boss to like throw me another time off. It's like it doesn't make sense. And we run by money and time and number. It's because they're made up. Someone sat down and wrote the fucking procedures that sex is how we come to bother. Screw you back. I don't know if it was 5 hours later. You can't tell me that those 5 hours and 15 minutes again. Made up. You're joking. Get up for the stuff. Go back to 9% one dollar. I don't know how many people. Back off. What about it? He's looking at a couple, huh? Story time. No one's fine. Serious. That's true. That's what it tells me that none of this is your fault. You didn't do anything. But I still have to sit there and tell you that somebody is wrong. I can tell you how you treated people. I can tell you where in the company. I can tell you what I would change. I can tell you what changes to the Constitution that can help, that actually provide opportunities for us to just say, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, okay. I'm not being like accommodated or like publisher or whatever. It's just like it's literally just how I work. Like broadband social studies, secondary social studies, that like my have degrees, I don't have to think. Because I just take like 6 fundamental like structures of understanding. I can do all of this, and then I can make the world what I'm going to do. And I can explain, yeah, I'm doing that. And then I was trying to think, stop talking, right? Because I was to, it was like 8 hours. 8 hours. Trying to sketch the point, write it down on the board. And I didn't, outside I couldn't do it. And I don't know what I can do. I got to, message, he's a principal. She's there now because when I went to I'll try to remember some parents out. And I get the Curran, I feel here, to figure out why I was never notified of the fact that my child, I don't have to see that it's video as well. But also the fact that she was being in practice, like I got there, and I figured out that a gym teacher was failing my kids are wearing Betty's goddamn Crocs because nobody told me better than that. Oh, you guys. All of you. All of you. All question, like, real. Really. Didn't know that the school had been. There was a way of time she was the old person who people could come up. And I had to out as a to figure it out. And then things were looking so different. And I was superintendent from Brexit. And the school board member is her auntie. Oh my God. Yeah, they're in charge of nothing. Wait, I did not agree with the phone. I just had to yeah, right. I figure out I understand. In that week, that's what I can do. Because it even know. Not really, I just use it. Three thoughts that I was thinking that every day, every moment, I'm I just. And so then I didn't get walking. I just go up there and start talking, it doesn't even make any sense. You might just gonna tell a story. I'm gonna sit there and not just read, say a word. My job is to walk into this. It's to be loud enough. To hear. Hear me. I could tell you that when you all, when people out there, I was no longer able to access, see children. When back out in here, Mary's being brought on, using her voice to say, hey, I'm gonna help, and what can I do? Yeah, I'm not up in front of it. But then, the back seat of my head, what I was saying, I'm not. Be like, hey guys, my baby never clean it bucket, and it's the only water I can drink. So maybe, don't make it unsafe to go out there, having like, I, my family. Wait. It's what is I do about to know application to change all the video content with maybe reducing this. This might take 35, not highway that I used to be able to ride my bike on. That is not unsafe for my children to walk on. Why would I do that? You know, what about you other reasons? 45 companies. You got old people trying to go to the clinic, you got kids trying to library. We got libraries, right? I'm telling you, that's not an idea. I will see it. It is really wrong. And I will look at every single one from the report, and I'll be like, figure out how to do this. What is it? And I really like thinking, I can't even email well enough to actually be functioning in it. So like, like I'm meeting remotely on this. That's where my job is to show.
Hey there, can people hear me? Hey, Katie, this is Nikki. I'm sorry not there to give you the biggest hug in the whole world.
And you did a business on my girl. You were on my mind.
And yeah, and I just go back when you're pregnant with your babies, and we started language so ECC. But can I reach out to you tomorrow?
Please, anyone. My dad's home.
Yeah, send me your cell phone number or email me, and I will
Yeah.
definitely reach out tomorrow and just
I'll
I need to hug you.
You
Can I say something?
can, but. Remind you to do this.
Yeah, but my phone's being weird. Sorry if I'm interrupting.
Okay, wait, be really. Last year, the email, I have a big somebody wow. And I was like, wow, it's great.
Yeah, I can't really hear right now, but just send me an email or give me your cell phone. I'm definitely gonna find you.
When that happened, and you had that complication in the
Me and you have a relation.
when that happened, I left you guys a story, right? A crazy story, which my husband. And then saw it and I'm not. This one's really. It cheated me. Good. I love. Couldn't trust me. I love. You felt a little. Come on. It's for you specifically. That story. What about air? Oh, none of the characters. The Bible. I am. King. God. That would be so much in the house and part of my God. Remember? He said, I know. I know. Here's our thing. People. All of it, everything has a big. Can pause there. And we see it in the- and pause there. Like, you're a job, I'm pretty good. If you listen, you only have to have a kid. It's hard. If someone could tell me, oh, Michigan, like, because someone I know in Jesus. Summer. Yeah, no. Then I have to go build my back kitchen. Sit there, basically, I was raised by, oh man, is that there? And looked and was like, you know, how much you get? But I remember. About fish, you want the farm raddies, right? Like, hey, about fish. Hey, about fish. We call it Montana. We change somebody's dad. Find it. And Walter was doing the right? It's a I love Jason. Is it nothing? And everything. And what I'm going to show up. I don't know. Yeah. You can get it. Yeah. Wow. And I know we don't look to get the thing and well cared for and qualified to need be in the determined if that's the case. Then every other human being we want to compare. You're just gonna come to the door. Para being about it, but the skin or the generic and not the same. That's not what we're going to do. It ain't about the policy. Someone wants to write that damn procedure down and you can just pay me. Money's not there. Time is made up. Credit can just disappear. And it doesn't matter. The reason why that house, so the memories, for my grandma, they didn't wait for some down, what the thing to show us, like, they can say, yeah. Oh, we're gonna cut. Should know. Right? Wait, did you start with your big? So, we can be a big winner, but. And apparently, someone was today, I was to come home. Hey, that alcohol. So. Please.
I want to thank you. Just quick snapshot, everybody. Thinking my whole life this year, made me realize how much you need help. This guy, saving money out there. Several times when I was carrying down the building, I was handling some slides of the plan. But yesterday, we had this deal in the top in there. About how times are. It's not about money. I wanted to reach out. So I keep doing. I saw how hard she's working in that house. How it's children are cleaning buckets. How they are living. Piece of cannabis between the children. It made me pain. Asked her to come here. Share her story. You've asked me for help. I always don't have the answers either. But I'm for the programs to think about it, people. And do what we can to help. I read an article about how Ojibwe people in summertime seasons when they get prepared. Dawned on me what you're trying to do. I respect you and also.
Trading statements. Recently. Let me read it. It's still here.
Can you reach out to my building? If you need that, you got one of them. Wow.
It'll be 3 weeks later. But they don't cost.
I've got other reasons.
Anybody else, community comments? Before- I need you to sit down and speak at the microphone.
Please, the right button. There you go.
I think there's a car playing fine. This whole thing about better than me. You have. Very, very. Stop. creating. And then in society, it's a fully, family, and my people are there. The homeless man. And the dog. All of that, for the poor. The dog. The things that change. I've seen a lot of the police cars. We know you. The police car time. It was told me. Listen, told me this happened. To make peace in the front. To be a job. Wrong. Don't say a baby. Never thought of it to do. Never thought of it. Never had a father. The teaching stuff. I had 3 stepdaughters. Julia Beta. Louis Fleming. And Johnny Fleming. My family is from the top. I live there. And a lot of travel the United States. Seen what it is. And how you need to. Sometimes things get out. Another open door. I do believe in that the creator. Look at man. And woman. The $50 thing. And a lot of this stuff. He's powerless. And the young preservation is beginning. The percentage. The losing. We have airways. Nothing wrong with building up. Standard. You should be able to. Buy property. Often this reservation. Because we were here first. This factory. Could also be. And it should be healthy. We need 6. We need 50. I kill off all the bucks. And make it a sport.
Excuse me.
And I haven't been up here for years. People like to steal. There is not a way. The way is the way. The gate, right? Now it's time to put in the time. Money is gonna be more important. I'm not gonna save anybody's money. But it will be this. Silver, you hold on to your silver. The money is more important. The market crash. And it's overrun. And the satellites go up. No, electricity. Bill. All that. So I believe that every tree, a log on this line, his grandfather was worth $6,000. His maple grandfather, $6,000. I'm worried about it. We can read that. Says when a tree falls. That's not sure if you understand.
Brandon, did I hear you say that you're, in the community coma?
So,
And do you have a state place to stay tonight?
so
Okay.
you do,
Okay.
but I won't leave my room. Until this country figures out what they need to be doing. They need to stay out of the country. That's my word. Someone lost the deed. And it's gonna be a problem. We keep going after these countries. He's bringing on genocide. He's bringing on help. That's my word. It's gonna. We keep up with it. In the country. Australia is not allowed to be touched. Europe,
Brandon, is there something, that you would like to share with us about, we should know this evening? If not, I do appreciate that you're willing to come to the council, but we have other things gotta get to. And if there's something that can help you with, let us know so that we can be pointed in the right direction. You know, we don't have answers or solutions for everything probably this evening, but we want to make sure that time here is intentional.
I want to find. Okay. Okay. And I have another one. We should be giving a percentage. Is that fair? I think it's not. There's the bar. We should be giving a percentage. Every company that's going, we should be getting a percentage. Okay? And when they log, if it were to happen, don't walk in to look at those stuff. The first part is very sacred to me. Everything is a dark thing. There's things overseas. They have that we don't. Like it said, the lakes of Peter, found out. But they have things overseas. We don't have. And there's stuff over here. Now I'm going to make it. But we have airways. The things on the building up. And there's nothing wrong with using the organic recycled wood that is cheaper. We need more home. We need a home. We need our food to be on point. And that's reality. I want the best food. Best food. And I also want I like to serve the community best I can. I have this novel. The Western from the mountain. Something that's all about people. A fire department. We need a bigger fire. We're living in the third world. Maybe that's why I can say.
Hey, Brandon, we really appreciate you sharing all of your comments and thoughts with us. And it seems like it's got a lot of really good ideas to keep that.
I do.
So, but I'm not really comments at the government body meeting, it's right, state city,
There are grants,
to be doing that.
there are many grants out there. for us. And the way I see it, sure. We deserve every single, everything. We deserve it all. We deserve to be treated as a one people, not just a wiggly people out in a small level. Not just. I'll step up.
Hey, Brandon, I'm gonna have to ask you to, kind of wrap it up so that we can, all the rest of the items on our agenda. We really do appreciate you for sharing.
What do I think for the power? And giving them a job. So come back to some of the promise you. Just remember, I am the one who said,
Thank you, Brandon. It's nice to meet you, Brandon. We're gonna move on the agenda to item 9, minutes from November 18th, December 1st, and December 23rd, and we still have some staff waiting in the room. So, take care of the business items, so council members have questions or feedback and comments, could you please provide in the secretary voice? Any action? We have a motion by Angie and a second by Curran. All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed, abstentions, motion carried. We're going to move to the treasurer's balance sheet for November 2025. We also, in your packet, is a few of the for November. Right now, I am working on doing the account. So we by next month, get that off of the balance sheet. I'm not sure if you guys have known about that. How do we get them all during that they need to see the budget operating secure that already have. The paying to the company. CV home vehicle. But otherwise, they don't have all of them.
motion to. November 2025. I second that.
Motion by Rick, seconded by Dave. Are there any other discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions? Any abstention, motion does not carry. Which council? Moving along to item 13, Alex is here to give an update on the clinic microgrid project. Council has a copy. Of the presentation in the packet. Oh. Let's just love it.
Start on that.
Should be fine.
Well, Mark has a copy of that. He doesn't know.
Oh.
He's still in it, but council has a copy of it, so you can just.
Oh.
You know,
Well, I'll try to keep this brief. This was mostly that we update. Other than the explaining for community helps and everything. My name is Richard. Specialist here. And I've been working on solar array and for the clinic. Okay, second slide. Okay, it's the solar panel array. So this will be solar array, approximately 600 panels. That will get it into the clinic. 500 for storage facility. Can provide up to 10. And then we can, it says the main source of heat for ground source heat pump that provides us. So any energy self-sufficient. Also, towards EV charging as part of this year. That would go. If we go to the third slide here, provide the technology to work with existing generators, battery, and some of the things to make sure that correct about power. The government document proposal providing it will approximately $4,000 a year.
Some question about that.
Yes,
What is $40,000 a month to the overall expense for energy?
so the our average monthly electricity bill for $5,000. So that some months is completely cheaper. June. Sun. So if you obviously kind of like down, you're not going to get nearly because this was about just supposed to be a long like over 5,000 which is 3,000. So it had a really positive, very nice impact. Just a second. So this was some initial proposals in location where it's up kind of the most of those set begins with second proposal was third proposal was in south or west of Lake. It's mostly that proposal narrowed down in slide 6 to in wrap around southern drive, the name where inside of the zone for the and will hopefully losses to farm area. To the west. Slide 7, I'd like to show you where some of the equipment. New chargers will be on the western side of the building, and the generator and switch, and the control unit will all be very close to one another. And be able to direct it so that we can come on and back up the thing to operate as a maximize monetary efficiency.
Yes.
Yes.
Does it have to go on the side and you don't have to vote for it?
That we have proposed that particular area is the geothermal generating part of the system and the competition. Those letters aren't necessarily exactly where they'll be placed because on that scale.
Like when you go into the, what are we gonna see?
Don't have a schematic of that. Up to that point, this one is anything. It would just be parts. But, it would be contained very similar in size to the generator. Right next to it.
If I guess, well, we don't even have a rendering of what the community looks like when we pull it. I just, that's something you can follow up on. Because we should be able to share with the community an update of what it's gonna look like. You pull it into the document, and you're looking at a field of solar panels and a bunch of equipment. So we need that. We need to change and understand what the change is. Because we all believe in why it is so low and the values of all the partners, and all the other. What people care about that is the land and the way the building functions as our health facility. Because that, to me, is like in the middle of the expansion area. And it will then prevent us from going back anywhere. So I have not had this, like, we need to know that. It's making why. Because I haven't been involved, which is why we asked for nothing.
Yeah.
So the council can see what it is that we're signing the contract for. Before we make any giant commitments, like putting equipment on the ground or filling the full back of the field where the expansion area will be. If we don't own the property itself, and we are confined to the north farm, and so the only path is back.
I have a question.
I think it's important that we put on the of the health facility, the big picture, and what is not just a square that shows us a shady area. If we're going to bid, somebody has a rendering what it is.
Yeah.
We need them. Help, managers, and well,
Yeah.
we need it, we need share with transparent, because I was planning, from council, was like, we don't want to do this. We're in the and so sharing all of that. This isn't your project.
No.
It's a contract, this is the community. So we need to know.
$73 on the slide 7 and 8. Here. In lie and all ordinance, raise, and then on say to show the community how it was. See the left portion of the panels coming from the north. And it's good to show what you see as you're coming around. And will they be obscured to not, because you know, everyone don't want to see a pile of steel, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So, what you're saying, perspective from
My first perspective, yes, was, no, but feel like people are going to see the kind of steel, right?
Yeah.
I know it's going to generate some revenue. It's gonna help.
And, aside from times, they've also underground borrows and everything. So,
Create that for them.
yeah, okay,
All right, that's my suggestion.
yeah.
So I guess I have a concern. And just based off of on that the Peyton Trail. When it is right in this proposed area, we guys have plans, so we made that. What's that gonna look like?
Yeah, so. Small educational sign. Talking about. Funnels and services. Well, so, keeping. Some.
Another example.
So I think that will report somebody out. It was, that can change them. Yeah. And then, just a budget, yeah. Costs of the if you ever have any questions already, but is there any other questions? Maybe answer this time about.
Stuff they, I would like to know something in the business and silent and, because they don't know what spaces will be coming. So,
Actually, I can't answer that specifically because originally planning the exterior, battery storage and the inverters. It would actually only be a few wires coming into the panels and then, all of the transfer switches and outside in the zone, so they need it. Battery storage.
How about the new building? The wiring structure put in to support this piece?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
So I know when the council several years ago, there was no backup to that. How we're going to commit.
So you're talking about the meditation center?
No, the large.
Oh, okay, the right. West side.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that would be, it's negated.
Right. So I'm just asking, looking at this here, looking at the drawing, I would like to see all of the facilities, whether they're because whether they store them just right. Does it need to have?
Building has a lot of equipment and there's several options in there.
Who's about?
Asking about. No, I'm asking about. So, yes or no? I don't know. So,
Because there's several different there, I think there's 3 to 4 different meters that come out from the area there. It would be on its, yeah, completely separate. Any other question?
I have a, question on the budget.
Yes.
I don't see in your budget, you are ready to construction plan.
That is included in, materials, like, the 10% is separate from the 5%. Which I think that's the 5%, construction tax is incorporated. The, bids from the so it will be as part of the materials. Yes.
You already have a model here.
For the transportation center, yes. And we did want to take a clinic, but we don't like sponsor that.
Immediate. Let's say they don't like this here and they need to move it. Okay, I've done, please specify in the car.
Yes.
Why we ask for the update? Did you, environmental and wildlife? Anyone?
It has not been in the form that we are going to do. Processes. And we've already done a G permit and but I
Alex, did we ever, think of the idea of putting solar array out in the parking lot?
we did, yes, that would have a fair amount of cost, and increase the size of the considerably because of, each and every panel, string of panels. 14, 18 feet in the air, and then along with it poses pretty significant challenges for our roads maintenance crews, because then they now have to be able to say one of the panels sheds snow onto someone's car or walks in behind someone's car. I've often seen them use awning in a way to keep the sun on cars and not places, but here we can have like effect if someone comes in, check out and snow falls behind the car and they get out. I that being a major concern.
So if it were to be looked at as the parking lot, have solar arrays up in the handicap. Right in the front, which aren't very well used often within the solar.
So part of it is, so if you go back to slide number 7, you can see, just a nice overview of the clinic parking lot. So we want southern facing exposure, right? Just down on the map there. And the clinic that has that good southern exposure, we'd be having to put panels on the part of the building. Parking space. You know, it's obviously down smell. You're in. So To the attempt to put on that northern edge, on the northern part. It would still be on that side of the thing. So we dump into the parking lot. Extra stresses and extra. Water convenience. Okay, thank you. Yeah, definitely. I appreciate that. Questions?
But what they think is, what update they were going to have and when, because I don't want to be responsible at the administration for the company from the this part. No, but it's put together for us. Yeah. There's like it's very valuable. We want more. So whether it's a communication plan or expectation. So because not even a major changing the whole. And you can think about that and you can share the feedback.
So one of the questions that I would have is, we're talking about the potential extension of the or maybe administration put into it, or are we looking at, that's the only area that can be built.
If you're talking about this L kind of thing, yeah, so we talked with Joe and Diane about, that, and that was definitely a space for the same two things clear. And I don't know whether symbols necessarily do justice for the actual amount of space that there is.
Yeah, so we need more than just letters. Like said, any designer should be able to show us. But the street view looks good. But you can.
Yeah.
And, tomorrow, because, Amy or someone, Maria, somebody has to have some sort of thing that you can see. So, yeah, I will make that. Yeah, so these sites, these are proposed sites.
These are proposed.
And so you can decide where that is.
So. There's a lot of.
It's a, has a site already been decided. Right. Very good.
I think what he's, the takeaway here is what he's saying is, basically, where panels are see the most effective light, which is that grid. But I know this council member wants to see the good schematic with the layout. The shrubs, how it would look. And the ratio is a 100% ratio. The sun, there's gotta have a plan there, so I can see a better forward.
Yeah. When you say ratio,
I would just lay out a good electrical schematic too. Okay, that's where that comes into. Right.
There's no action third on that radio. Barb, can't come.
Wake up.
Elderly party starving. Starving. Oh, yeah, no, we thought Oh, no, really want to leave it on. Is there anything else?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many you do? The tree day and. Yeah. Nine and 55. And the. For the gift certificate policy. Rendition, should be dated and relevant. We just revised them. So that we can. And just put amending. It will. And, I mean, you can list all these things if you want to, and just have a reading on the memo. The request. Is there any other discussion? Or do you make sure that I get a copy of the amendment? I think now, but. those agree back and amend those and get it. All right, all those in favor, please say aye. Opposed, abstentions, motion carried. Okay, good.
Thank you.
Is there any other business this evening for the council? Ron, you got anything? All right, one more meeting, there, motion, second by David. Say aye. Opposed, abstention, motion carried, 7 p.m. We could start.